Guys, I'm coming back home after a long time, but everything here is really weird. You can see that the whole city is dirty, and there are a lot of people living on the streets. The number of homeless people has really increased, and I'm the only person who has a house. I don't know what happened, but I'm the only one with a house. But guys, now I'm coming up front, and I have to avoid these pieces of dirt, because I don't want to crash my Roblox car. Guys, I really don't know what happened, but I just came back here, and I noticed some bizarre things. First, my friend became homeless, and also, this other friend of mine in Roblox is also living on the street. Guys, this is really weird. They're all living here on the street. I don't know what's going on, but guys, I'm coming here to talk to him because I want to find out what happened. I said, what happened to everyone? Seriously, I want him to tell me everything that happened here in the city. But now he got up here. He said, we fell for a scam and sold our house to the president. Man, but I didn't understand. I just understood that he sold his house to the president, but I still didn't get how the city ended up in this situation. This is the president's house. I want him to explain all of this to me. He said he bought our houses, destroyed all the houses, and didn't let us build new houses. Guys, I think this makes sense because I was traveling, and because of that, he couldn't buy my house. So that's why only my house is left here in Roblox. This really makes a lot of sense. But guys, I'm heading back home because I need to get organized to talk to the president and convince him to go back to normal. But guys, my friend is coming right here. He said, can I come into your house? It's been weeks since I'd been inside a house. Okay guys, I'll let him come inside. This friend of mine is a trillionaire, but for some reason, he lost everything. But now he's going to the bathroom. He probably hasn't used a bathroom in days. But guys, meanwhile, I'm going up here because I have to change clothes. And apparently, he's also coming here to take a shower because we have this bathroom here and he's taking a shower, but I'm going to take this chance to change my clothes. Perfect. I'm like this. I'm ready to talk to the president. Guys, I'm coming up front, and it looks like he's changed a lot. He said, do you have clothes to lend me? Yes, I basically do. He just needs to come here to the back, where I have all my clothes in Roblox, and he'll have to choose which of these clothes he wants to wear. But guys, he's wearing my clothes, but he can't wear this shirt. I said, choose another shirt, because this shirt is very important to me. So he's wearing this shirt. Guys, it's better for him to wear this shirt, because the purple one is very iconic. And later, I'm going to wear the purple shirt. But now I'm going to talk to the president, because I have some very important things to discuss with him. Now I'm leaving here, but guys, the whole city is completely destroyed. Everything here is really dirty. And guys, there are a lot of people here who are in terrible situations. It seems like this player has been on the street for a long time. He even has this beard that grew, and his clothes are all dirty. Guys, I'm going to take him to my house, because I know all of them, and they're basically my neighbors. I'm sure if this happened to me, they would also help. He even came inside. Now I'm heading to the back, and I'm going to let him use my house. I said, you can go to my house. Seriously, I'm going to let him go there. He even left here, and he was really happy, and now he went inside. Guys, this friend of mine also came here because he wants to come to my house. I said, you can go, and now he's coming inside. Guys, I'm going to let them come to my house so they can get cleaned up because they've been days without a shower and are living in terrible conditions, especially since everything here is so destroyed. Guys, I'm coming to the president's house because the president's house seems to be perfect. But guys, there are guards here. I have to be very careful because I don't know if he's angry. These guards have permission to do whatever they want. If they want, they can shoot me. So I really have to be very careful. Guys, I'm right here at the door, but I'm pressing this button so they come here and allow me to enter. But guys, his guard is coming right here. I'm a little scared because I don't know what he's going to do. He said, what do you want? It's forbidden to enter here. Look, I want to talk to him about what happened with the house because I was traveling and I don't really know what happened here. I said, why is everyone living on the streets? Tell me the truth. I want him to tell me the truth about what's happening. He said, it's because they're not smart and poor. Now get out of here and leave your car with us. Guys, this is really weird. He insulted all of us and took my Roblox car. He literally took my car and left it here at the presidential house. But guys, he's going up there. I want to see what's going on here. But first, I have to rescue my car because what happened doesn't make any sense. Perfect. I got my car and I'm leaving here. But guys, it looks like all of them are right here. Literally, the president is right in this part. He's living his life as if nothing is happening. But there are two players here who are the only house builders in the city. And from what I can see, the president took the only people who build houses and kept them in his Roblox house. So even if the players want to fix this Roblox neighborhood, they won't be able to because the only people who can give their houses back were hired by the president. But guys, if they can't help us, we're going to make a difference ourselves. So I just came back here and it looks like all of them are watching TV, but they got up, and guys, they look really different now. But this friend of mine didn't even cut his beard, and neither did this other player. But I just grabbed this broom. I said, let's clean the city ourselves. Now I'm going to hand the broom to them so they can help me do this. Guys, he grabbed it too. And now we just need this other friend to grab the broom. And now all of us are going to clean the city because this is going to be really important. Guys, he just left here. He's coming up front to clean this part of Roblox really well. Now this other player is coming here to clean exactly this. But guys, my friend is staring at me here. He said, I'm going to pick up the tents. Guys, all of us are doing some important work. This friend of mine is picking up the tents while the others are cleaning here. And guys, they're really helping a lot because this is starting to get clean. But I'm going to have to help them do this because it's going to be really important. So guys, I'm going to start cleaning the street. Guys, it's almost getting dark, but we're cleaning the whole city. Everything here is getting really clean. Now we're cleaning the streets so that this place becomes completely clean. But guys, a lot of time has passed and we finally finished this. So much so that all of them are right here because we all did some really important work. But guys, he moved a bit more to the front. He said, and now, where are our houses? houses. Who's going to build them? Look, I had a brilliant idea. I'm basically going to have to rescue the players who are with the president because I'm sure they're trapped there. I said, who's coming with me? One of the players should come with me, but it looks like none of them want to come here. Guys, this isn't very good, but he just came up front. This is the only player who's going to help me, while the other two are going to stay here at home, basically taking care of the place. And guys, I'm going to take my military car, which is a really small car, but it will be enough to rescue that player. He said, wait, where are they going to sit if there are no seats in the car? Guys, this is true. I hadn't noticed this, but this car has no seats, so I'm putting a seat here in the back. Perfect. I just added 2 seats. I'm sure this is going to work now. Guys, I'm arriving at their house, but there's a problem. I can't enter their house the normal way because there's a soldier right here. In fact, they're in this room and one of them said, I can't stand being here anymore. Guys, this player is really angry. He never wants to be in this room of the Brookhaven presidential house again. So I'm basically going to have to rescue them. So I'm coming down here. Now I'm leaving my car right here so I can rescue all of them. Now I'm exactly here and I'm going to have to enter this house through the back door because there are no guards here. This door has no security. It's simply the perfect door. And I'm coming here. Actually, I'm coming right to the window to talk to them. I really hope they see me and basically come with me because I'm here to rescue them. And this other player said, help us please. We don't want to stay here anymore. Look, I already noticed this. They really want to leave this house, but to do that, they're going to have to escape. I said, leave through the back door. This is the only way out of here. Guys, one of them is coming out right from this part, and apparently he already managed to escape. Guys, this is really good. Now he's right here. But guys, the other player was apparently stopped by the soldier. The soldier said, where do you think you're going? Guys, this is terrible. He's not going to be able to get out of here. But I had an idea. I'm basically going to distract the soldier so that this player can escape. But in the meantime, this player needs to get out of here. But my friend showed up right here and is basically calling him. And now he finally came back here to escape. Guys, this is really good. Now he's here in my car. But guys, I just showed up at the window and the soldier noticed this. So much so that he's coming here. This player ran out of here. Guys, this is really good. He managed to escape from here and now he's coming directly to the back. But guys, this player can't shoot me because the president's house windows are bulletproof. He simply can't make me stop here in Roblox. He won't be able to get me arrested. He said, stop before the situation gets worse for you. Look, I'm not going to stop, but he's coming back here to basically arrest me. And guys, I have to run out of here because he's already coming this way. But guys, I already ran out of here and he won't be able to arrest me. But finally, I arrived here successfully. These players are going to help us build new houses here in Roblox. But first, I have to hide all of them here, exactly in my Roblox house. I said, put beds for them to sleep. Seriously, my friend is going to have to do this. And apparently, he agreed. But guys, now I'm going to get my car because I have to park it here. In fact, the players are already sleeping. Guys, even this friend of mine went to sleep. They're all sleeping here. So I'm going to leave my car right in this part. But my car doesn't fit in here. Okay, I'm going to have to leave my car outside and hope the players don't destroy it. But now I'm just going to sleep right here in this bed. But guys, now it's finally dawning, but I don't know what's happening here. Guys, he literally destroyed my car for no reason in Roblox. I don't know why he did that, but guys, this is terrible. This player really hates us, and now he's going back to the president's house in Roblox, and now he's heading over there. But guys, we have to create our own government because we don't agree with everything that's happening here. Guys, I just got up. I was the first person to wake up here, and I'm coming outside to see the destruction that happened. My car is completely destroyed for no reason. I don't know what I'm going to do, but this player just showed up here, and apparently, he's fixing it. Guys, I didn't know he was a mechanic, but apparently, he's fixing it, and my car just went back to normal. Guys, this is impressive. I didn't know he was a mechanic this whole time. He said, I've always been a mechanic. But guys, they're all awake. I need help from the builders so they can make a new house in Roblox. We need a lot of new houses. I said, I need you to build new houses and teach everyone to build too. Seriously, this is going to be really important. All of them here are going to build houses so this can be done faster. And this player here is going to be security because I'm going to be the new president. But guys, I'm going back here and this player is going to be my security. But for that, he's going to have to change his avatar. I said, you will be my security, okay? I really hope he agrees. But apparently, he agreed, and now he's coming up here to change his avatar. But now he just came back here. And guys, he looks very different. He's ready to be security. I don't know where he got this gun from. He said, I've always had this. Guys, this player is really strange because he's always been a mechanic and never told us. And he also always had this gun and never told us either. But guys, I'm heading out here, and apparently the builders are teaching how the house is going to be built. They're planning everything so this can be done successfully. They're starting to dig for the houses, which is really going to be very important. But in the meantime, I'm going to take care of the city. So I'm going up here to my room because this is going to be the presidential office. But guys, he just got here and he's building something. And guys, he did a lot of important things here. He put these 2 pillars that really look very nice. This player transformed my room into a presidential room in Roblox where I can basically see everything that's happening. I can see the whole city. But guys, I'm just hoping the president doesn't come here because if he does, he's going to get in the way a lot. But guys, some time has passed and now it's completely daytime and you can see that several houses are being built. The speed at which this is happening is really fast. Everything everything is moving very quickly, and soon the houses will start to appear here. But guys, a security guard came back here. I don't know what happened that made him come back here. He said, the president wants to talk to you. Guys, it looks like he's right up front and wants to talk to me. I don't know if I should go there, but guys, I'm not afraid of the president, so I'm coming here in my car. Now he has to come here too, because we're going to visit him in Roblox, because I want to see what's happening. And also, I basically want to be the new president, and for that, we're going to have to divide the neighborhood. This neighborhood will be completely his, while this other neighborhood will be completely mine. This is the fairest thing that can happen. So guys, I just arrived right here to talk to him in Roblox. Now he's looking here, but guys, I also have security. I think my security is much better than his security. He said, you did me a favor and divided the neighborhood. This part will be only mine. Alright, this is really weird. I don't know why he wants this side so much just for himself in Roblox. But now, officially, I can keep this neighborhood. I really agree with this. But guys, he got closer. He said, good luck. I'm going to have the best city of all, and your city will be terrible. Guys, this is really weird. He really is a very strange president, but I'm going back to my car because I have more important things to do. I have to help my people basically build houses and get back to normal. Guys, I'm getting right here, and apparently, the neighborhood is almost ready because there are only a few houses left to finish. Actually, there's only this house left for them to finish, and because of that, they're all here. And since they're all right here, it means the house is being built much faster. Guys, this house is really being built in record time. Apparently, this house here is my security guard's house in Roblox. This house is turning out perfect. Guys, they're almost finishing this. And now, the house is finally ready. Guys, they built this house in record time. This is really impressive. So much so that he's taking pictures. But guys, I am officially the new president of Brookhaven. I said, I am the new president here. And yes, I'm being serious. But guys, they're staring at me. He came up front and he said, we need to build a presidential house for you then. Guys, I don't know what a presidential house is like. Maybe it's a house like the president's house, but I'm not sure. But guys, a lot of time has passed and I'm coming back home because I want to see how the presidential house turned out. And guys, this presidential house is perfect. It's simply a giant house. You can see that the players are painting the wall because it's still not finished. This player is apparently finishing the house. This player is making a drawing of me. Guys, this is the best presidential house of all because it's simply a giant house. It's a perfect house where I can live inside with a lot of security, a lot of space, and I'll also live close to all of them after we rebuilt the entire neighborhood. Guys, I'm in a city where everything is controlled by the army. You can only leave or enter the city if they allow it. This is really bad because everyone here is controlled by the military and it shouldn't be like this. But guys, I'm heading out right here because I have to visit a friend of mine. But guys, this player came running over here. I don't know why he suddenly showed up. He said, don't go. They're angry today. Guys, I didn't understand why he said that and I also don't know why they would be angry. He said, it's because something happened. Looks like they're going to have to close the city. But that doesn't make sense. This player just came back here to basically build his house and his house is turning out perfect. But if what he said is really true, this is really bad because if they close the city, I won't be able to see this house anymore, which is simply my friend's house. But guys, now I'm arriving right here because I want to know what's going on. Guys, I'm right here at the gate. I want to see if they're going to let me enter. But guys, now the soldier is coming over here because he wants to talk to me. He said, leave, we're investigating an infection. Guys, I don't know what he's talking about, but I just came here to see if this is serious and also because I want to visit my friend. But guys, he's staring at me here. Apparently he's looking around. He said, go visit him, but don't let my partner see you. Apparently, he's letting me do it, but the other soldier shouldn't see me doing this. He can't see me going in here. So guys, I jumped right here, and now I'll have to go here because he's taking me to visit my friend. Guys, I'm arriving right here because he must have more information about everything that's happening. So now I got right here, and guys, I don't really know where he is. But guys, it looks like he's right here. He even stood up here and said, wear a mask now. Look, first of all, I don't have any masks. But guys, he came here, and apparently he grabbed this box, and it has several masks. Okay guys, I'm going to take one of these masks, but I still don't understand why he asked me to do this. Seriously, the military isn't wearing these masks. This doesn't make sense. He said it's because they don't know what's happening, but the city is infected in the air. Guys, I hope that's not true, because if this is real, it's really bad. But guys, I want him to prove that this is actually happening. He said, if one day a fog appears, know that you shouldn't breathe without a mask. Okay, I get what he's saying. I'll really remember that because it's very important. But guys, I'm going to take this chance to leave and tell everyone what's going on. But now I have to be careful, because there are several soldiers around. This soldier is a good guy, but guys, that other one doesn't look very friendly. If he sees me, he'll probably arrest me here in the city. But guys, my friend is calling me over here. Apparently, there's a door right here. I didn't even know that. And now he just left. Guys, he helped me a lot because now I just got back to the city and that was actually pretty easy. But I have to tell all the players the truth about what's going on. But guys, something's happening here. For some reason, the scientist is right here. He's wearing a mask and there are several boxes here too. Guys, I want to know what he's doing. He said, take a mask. Oh wait, you already have one. Yes, I already have one. And guys, from what I can tell, what that player said was really true. There's an infection in the city where where everyone who breathes the air is getting infected. So I'm here with the scientist to sell these masks in Roblox. But guys, one of the players is coming over here. He wants to see what's going on. He said, is it free? Guys, I don't even know if this is paid or not, but it looks like the scientist agreed. So these gas masks are free. This player just got one. I want to see which gas mask he got. It looks like he got the same gas mask I'm wearing. And now we're protected. But guys, I'm coming here to get this car because I have to pick up a friend of mine who's far away in the city. He's basically in the middle of nowhere. For some reason, he has boats here in Roblox because he thinks that one day we'll need a boat to escape this city. But guys, I really doubt that day will ever come. I just came here to call him so he can get a gas mask. I said, come get a gas mask. I'll explain later why. But guys, there's a problem. He's probably not going to believe this, so I'll leave the explanation for later. But guys, he actually got up and it looks like he agreed to do it. So he just has to follow me. I'm coming here to get my car, and guys, I'm taking him to get a gas mask because everyone here needs one since we don't know when that fog will appear. Perfect. I just got here, and guys, he just needs to grab it. Perfect. Guys, he picked up the box. But guys, he got a different mask. He's the first person to get a different mask from the ones we're using. But guys, this scientist is a hero. He's saving a lot of people because of the boxes he's giving out to the players. But guys, now I just came back to my house because I'm basically going to sleep. I want to wake up tomorrow and find out that everything that player said was a lie and that the air isn't infected here in Roblox. Guys, he's staring at me. He said, wait, the air might actually be infected. Yes, that really could happen, and it's trustworthy people who are saying this. He said, I'm going to stay awake then to see it. Guys, from what I noticed, he's going to stay in my house. He stayed right here. He's going to wait for the fog to appear, which is really strange. But guys, I'm turning off the lights. I'm going to leave the campfire on because he needs to stay warm in this cold. But unlike him, I'm not going to stay up. I'm actually going to sleep because I have very important things to do tomorrow. But guys, I just woke up here. Apparently, he's calling me. He said it was true after all. Guys, this can't be real. I'm going outside to see this, and guys, there's actually a lot of fog. For some reason, there's a lot of fog in the sky, so everything was really true. He said, come on, we have to save the soldiers. Guys, I don't know what happened to the soldiers, but from what I can see, they're lying on the ground. Guys, I have to get my car and save them because they're very important. Guys, I'm coming up front, and everything my friend and the scientist said was true. But guys, I can't go through here because it's blocked. He said, try another road. Okay guys, I'll try another road because I don't know which ones are blocked. Guys, I'm getting right here, but this way is also blocked. But they're not very smart because I can just go around this part and get right here. Guys, now we have to save them. So my friend grabbed this box and now put the mask on the soldier. Guys, I don't know if he's going to get better, but apparently he just got up. But guys, he's not doing very well. You can tell he's really dizzy, but he's alive, and that's all that matters. He's basically alive here in Roblox. But guys, my friend is going back there to basically save the other soldier. Guys, I'm going to wait right here. And apparently, he's going to get a mask. He got one, and again, he stood up, but he seems a bit more normal. He's not really sick. It's more like he was just asleep. He said, that's weird. I slept for more than 14 hours. Guys, this is weird, because from what I've noticed, this infection basically makes you fall asleep, but you'll sleep forever if you're not wearing a mask. Guys, it's really good to know that. But now I have to basically break through this Roblox border. Perfect. I broke it. Now anyone who wants can pass through here to buy food, and much more. But guys, I'm arriving at the scientist's house, because I want to know the truth about what's happening, and I also want to know if he's okay. But guys, my friend just left here. He's going in that direction while I'm coming here to see if I can find the scientist. But guys, it looks like he's down here, and he's not wearing a mask. Guys, I don't know how the scientist is okay since he's not wearing a mask. Guys, I came down here because I want him to explain what's going on. He said, when you're near the fire, you don't need masks. Watch. Okay guys, I'm watching what he's doing now. He's near the fire and doesn't need a mask. But now he walked up front. But guys, he just collapsed to the ground. Guys, he's sleeping. So my friend came over here to give him the gas mask. Perfect. He picked it up. But guys, now he's finally safe. But he just discovered the only way to save humanity. He even went near the fire again and took off the mask. Guys, he shouldn't be doing that because if he goes out without a mask, he won't survive, and maybe we won't make it in time to save him. But guys, my friend is looking around. He said, let's investigate the fog. Guys, this is real. I'm going to have to investigate all of this. So now I'm basically climbing up here because I need to see what's happening. But guys, for some reason the sky is orange. I don't know why this is happening. But guys, he's coming outside and you can see the sky looks really weird. This sky really doesn't make sense because the sky has never been orange like this before. But this player is still building his house. He's not finishing it. He said, come on, I need to see if it's like this at the sea too. Okay, let's go. I don't know if this is a good idea, but guys, my car disappeared from here. I don't know where it went, but he ran back here because my car is right here. I had just forgotten about it, but now he came right here. And guys, we're going to have to reach the middle of the sea because we want to see if this is also happening out there. But guys, now he's coming up front. He just jumped over this fence, so I jumped too. And apparently, this boat is his. Guys, this is a pretty cool boat, but now we're heading out into the middle of the sea. But guys, one of us is going to have to take off the mask to basically basically see if this is also happening out here. I want to see if the sea air is infected too. I said, one of us has to take off the mask. But guys, I think I'll be the one to do it. Perfect, I took it off. But guys, there's a problem. He also just took his gas mask off, and now he just collapsed on the ground. And guys, this is a problem, because I also just collapsed here. But guys, now I just woke up, and I really don't know exactly where I am. All I know is that I'm without a mask. But guys, there's a light back there that apparently is my friend. For some reason, he's also without a mask. I don't really remember what happened, and I also don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that there's something back here. Guys, we have to investigate all of this now. He gave me this flashlight, and we're coming up front to see everything that's here. But guys, from what I can tell, we're on an island. I just don't know what island this is, and I also don't know what's here. But guys, it's a really strange island, because it seems like there's something here. Apparently, there's a house, and I'm running over there, because guys, the worst already happened. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, and I don't even know what I'm doing here. So it's kind of hard for my situation to get any worse. But guys, there are a bunch of things in here. Whoever lives here is apparently the scientist. It's a scientist who's really smart, because he has a lot of important equipment. But guys, now I'm going down here. But actually, it's my friend who's right here. He said, wait, what are you doing here? And how did you find me if I'm in the middle of nowhere? Look, I don't know how I did it either. All I know is that I was basically carried here by the water current. But now he's apparently messing with something to open this part. Perfect. Now I can finally go inside. But guys, I don't know why he's wearing a mask when both of us aren't wearing masks. And we're basically fine. He said, the toxic gas hasn't reached here yet, but it will. So I recommend using the mask. Okay guys, I understood what he said. I just still don't know exactly where I am. But guys, he's heading back there to basically show the rooms, because it looks like this is the place where we're basically going to sleep. Guys, it looks like he's going to sleep here, so I think the best thing to do right now is to first put on this gas mask, and then just go to sleep. And guys, he has to do that too. He finally grabbed the mask, and he's sleeping here in the biggest bed of all. But guys, this place is really strange, because it's basically a bunker in the middle of nowhere to protect from the toxic air in the city. But guys, I just got up, and apparently it dawned here on the island. But guys, the two of them are watching TV, and it looks like some really important news is playing. Basically, the city is in chaos. But guys, now the two of us are leaving here, because we just found out that the toxic gas is everywhere, and we have to tell the scientist in Roblox. And apparently, he said bye. But guys, we're leaving here, because today is going to be a very important day. We're basically going to save humanity. We have to find a way to eliminate this gas, and not need to use the gas mask anymore, because this gas mask is really inconvenient. But guys, now I just found out where we are in the city. It's basically an island really close by, and it's good to know that. But now we're basically heading back, because we have to get our boat. It's right in this area. Now I'm driving this boat, and guys, my friend got in here, so we'll have to return to the city. But first I'm heading back to the pier where I left my car, which is right up ahead. Perfect, I'm finally arriving here. And guys, now we have to tell the scientist. So I got my car, and now he basically came here. And guys, we have to save the players before it's too late. So now I finally arrived back in the city. But guys, the city is strangely empty. The player who was building the house disappeared from here, but the scientist is probably inside. So guys, I'm coming over to check that. I'm going inside, and guys, from what I'm seeing here, the scientist also disappeared. Guys, this is starting to get weird. My friend is also looking around, and he doesn't know where he went either. But guys, we're leaving here, but we have to talk to the soldiers. So I'm coming up front, and apparently they're right here. But guys, they're also not in this area. For some reason, they're not in their vehicles. All of them disappeared from the city. Even that friend of mine left. He's no longer at his house. Actually, it looks like he's back there. And guys, he's calling us over here. So I'm coming over to understand what's happening in the city. Perfect. I got right here. But I want to know where all the players went, because they just vanished from here. He said a helicopter picked them all up, and we're the only ones left. Guys, this can't be true, but I have to find out where those players went, because I also want to get on that helicopter. He said, now it's too late. They're already in another country. Guys, this is really bad. But if only the three of us are still in the city, we have to protect ourselves from everything and make a 100% secure base. So they're going to have to help me with that. But first, I have to choose a house to do it, and it can be literally any house. I want them to choose the house that's going to be our base. He said, I'm going back to the island from before. It's safer. Guys, maybe his idea is actually really good. That island is indeed safe. So now they have to get in here, because we're going back to that island, since it's the only place left for us. After all the players disappeared, so we'll basically have to escape from here. Guys, they're coming too. I'll be the one to drive this boat. I'll have to take them all up front. But guys, this really is the end of the world. Guys, I'm finally arriving at the island, but for some reason it's snowing. Guys, it suddenly started snowing. So I'm coming up front before we get here too late. And now I'm running over here, because it's really cold. Guys, they're all coming too, because it's really cold. And now we finally arrived at the player's house. But guys, I don't know where he is. The TV is still on the same channel as before, so maybe he also escaped on a helicopter. But this friend of mine is coming downstairs, and guys, apparently he's right here. He's taking care of his crops, because those crops are really important since they're going to be our food for a long time. This bunker literally has food forever, and there's also this farm up here that's going to be really important for us to survive here in Brookhaven. I'm in a city where people can't leave the game anymore. Everyone lives in these houses, which are basically really simple houses. But they'll have to complete the challenges, and the last one to leave the game will win a game pass completely for free. Literally, people can't leave the game at all. So for that, I called my friend, who's going to help me organize everything. He said, now we're the administrators. And that's true, but I didn't understand why he made this avatar that looks really old, and for some reason he added a beard. So I think I'll have to do that too. Here on the right, I'm going to use this item, and I'll also use these pants. Now I'm ready to do this, but he'll have to help me with the very first challenge. So I'm going to drive his car, and now I'll have to go back to the neighborhood to pick up the first players who are going to do the challenge. I even flew up here, and it's going to be exactly these players who live in these houses. But I don't know which one I'm going to choose. I'll probably choose this player. So he'll have to leave from here to do the next challenge. Now he just needs to get in the car, and I'll have to pick up another player, who is probably this one, and he also left from here. And I picked this player because he's really strong, and the next challenge is going to be super important because it's going to be a giant race. He's even staring at me, and he said, what does the loser lose? Look, the person who loses will have to leave the game, but he got really scared. So now I'm going back inside, and he also has to come here. He's even staring at his enemy, but the next challenge is going to be an impossible race. Basically, the two players are going to stand exactly on the yellow line. Perfect, he's arriving here, but both of them will have to run at the same time to this red part, which is really easy. But I want to know if they understood that, and it looks like this player understood, and this other player understood too. Now I'm holding this sign, and it can simply start. They're both running back here, but the red player ended up winning. And guys, he won quickly here in Roblox. But my friend got really close, and he said, so the taxi driver lost? Yes, he really lost, and unfortunately he's eliminated from here. Now both of them are coming back here, because only one of them won, and now this player will have to leave, because the other player ended up winning. He said, I finally upgraded my house. And that's true. Since he won this round, his house ended up improving, while the other house had to leave the game. And out of all the houses in this neighborhood, this is literally the best of all. But now, we'll have to come back here, because I need to pick up the next players who are going to the challenge. But my friend will have to help me decide what the next challenge will be, because I have no idea. This player can enjoy his new house, and he's already coming here and making his food. But I want my friend to say where the next challenge will be. He said, I'm going to hide an item in the school, and whoever finds it first wins. Look, that's going to be pretty interesting, but we have to choose two players to do this, because there are really a lot of players here who could take on this challenge. But he got out of the car, and it looks like he has something to say. He said, what if we do a fashion competition instead? That would be better. Guys, we have this giant house where I can basically host fashion competitions. So let's do exactly that. I'm coming here to pick up this player, and now she's coming here to compete in this challenge. And I'll have to pick another player too, which is going to be this one. And he just came out from here, and both of them will have to compete to see who makes the best avatar of all. But I'm coming up front, and this is exactly where everything is going to happen. So I'm coming to this part, and my friend came here too. And apparently, he's coming back here to organize the event, because there are several buttons here, and he's pressing some of them to make the place look better. He even turned off the lights, but these two players will have to make the best avatar possible. And my friend and I are going to vote on which avatar looks better. He said, the one who loses shouldn't leave the game. They should win a game pass. Look, but that doesn't make sense. Actually, the one who wins should win a game pass. But guys, now they'll have to make their avatars. So she's coming right here to start making changes to her avatar, because there's this room where you can do all of that. And it looks like this player is coming here to the other room in this house, which is exactly this one. I'm even coming here because I want to see all of this happening, but it's just me here judging the avatars. Actually, my friend just arrived, and it looks like he's going to help me too. And now we're both here, ready to do the voting and see which avatar looks better. And guys, this is taking way too long. And finally, it looks like it started. All the lights were turned off, and I want to see which avatar is going to appear first. The first avatar just showed up, and I think this one is an 8. So I'm writing down my score, which is an 8. But I want to see what score my friend is going to give. He's writing it down here, and he gave a 10. So she simply got a score of 18, which is the sum of his score with mine. So now she went back there, but I'm really curious to see how the other player's avatar turned out. And it looks like the presentation started, and the theme is water. This really looks very interesting, and I'm really curious to see the player's avatar. He even showed up here, and this is just really ugly. This is the worst avatar I've ever seen. And now he's dancing here like his avatar looks good, but actually, it looks horrible. So I'm going to write my score, and my score is 0. This avatar is really ugly. My friend even gave a score of 2, which means this player failed. He simply had to leave the game, and this was the worst avatar I've ever seen in my life. He's even staring at me, and he said, did he really think his avatar looked good? Look, I think so. He probably thought his avatar turned out great. Now she arrived here, and he said I was going going to fail. And guys, in the end, she passed this super important test, and she just advanced to this new house. She even went back to this house, which is simply really nice. But now, we have this house, and also this other house, where the owners of the houses need to compete. My friend is even running back here, and I'm going to have to pick them up. He said, what's the challenge going to be this time? Look, the next challenge is going to be really important, because after winning it, there will be only 3 players left who will compete in the hardest challenge of all. So now, I'm thinking about what the next challenge is going to be. And this player has a car, and this other player also has a car. So they're going to have to do a race. But my friend is going to organize it and invite them to do the next challenge. Because meanwhile, I'm going to have to set up the track to do the race here in Roblox. And apparently he understood that, and he's coming here to pick up the players. And the first player arrived here, and apparently he's a noob. He's finally coming here and arriving with his car to simply do the race. But guys, he seems really happy. I hope this player wins. And I still don't know who the player is that he's competing against. He's even staring at me. And he said, if I win, can I donate the game pass to someone who needs it more than me? Look, of course you can. You can do whatever you want. You can receive the game pass, or even donate it to someone who needs it. He's the one who's going to decide that. Now my friend is inviting this player, and apparently he's back here, right behind his house. And now he finally got here. It even looks like he's a very important soldier. And now he's finally coming here. You can see he's arriving back here for the race. And this race is fair, because both cars are really simple. But I want to know which one of them is going to win. Now my friend is finally coming here to watch the race happen. And actually, I'm going to place this chair back here, but I can't manage to do it. Then my friend said, that's my car. And guys, I hadn't noticed that this car is his, but he removed the spoiler and is going to place a chair. Perfect, he placed it here, and now I can watch the race happen. But here on the right, I'm going to grab this camera, and that way I'll be able to see everything. I really want to see which one of them is going to win, but I hope the noob wins, because he seems like a good person. So I'll have to start this race any moment now here in Brookhaven. But first, I'm coming up front, and I said, the race ends at the horse barn, okay? And I hope they understand that. He said, okay, I already know I'm going to win, and this noob is going to lose. Guys, this player is talking bad about the noob in Roblox. Now I'm going back in my car, and the noob left from here, and he looks really serious. He's really ready to win the race. And finally it started. Both of them started, and I'm watching it happen. I really want to see who's going to win. And it looks like the noob actually won, while the other player lost. The noob simply ended up winning, and apparently he's really happy. He's even dancing here, while the other player fell to the ground, because now he'll have to leave the game, and now he disappeared from here. He literally left, and the noob came back here, and he can get in the car, because we're going to the last challenge, and this one really has to be the hardest challenge of all. But I already know what the next challenge will be. I'm going to have to hide something on the map, and the players will have to find it. He said, let me hide it, it'll be better. Okay, my friend is going to hide it, and I don't know if the noob should be hearing this, because now he knows what the next challenge is going to be before the other players. And now he's coming to his new house, and this house is really nice, but there are only 3 players, and only one of them can move forward. Literally, only one of them can win, and I really don't know which player is going to win this. But guys, my friend is coming back here, and it looks like he already hid the secret item. I actually want him to give some hints about where the item is that the players will have to find, but it seems like he wants to say that. So he got back in the car, but since it's the final challenge, we can't use this car. Actually, I'm coming here to get the final car, which is basically the most important car of all, because this car is the final challenge car. Now he got here too, but I'm arriving in the neighborhood to pick up the last players. I got here, and I arrived without any problem, and without causing any accidents, but this player has to come here, and he just got a new house. But unfortunately, he'll already have to return to the challenge to do the final challenge, where he can literally win a game pass. Now I'm coming here to pick up the next player, and I don't know who lives in this house, but it looks like he came right here, and now he's back here. So I'm coming here to get the last player, and she's also coming here and sitting in this spot. Now the next challenge is going to be really important, and it will also be a very fair challenge, because they'll have to find an item that not even I know where it is. So it's going to be up to luck. I'm arriving here, and all of them have to stay behind this yellow line, because my friend is going to explain the challenge. Now they're coming over here, and everyone is arriving and standing on this yellow line to hear what the next challenge will be. I'm coming here too, because I want to find out what the next challenge is going to be, especially since my friend didn't tell me. I only know that he hid an item, but I don't know where it is. He said, the item I hid is in a white place that looks like a bridge. Look, I don't know what that is. It's a totally white place. So it could be this restaurant, because it's white, but it could also be this bridge. I literally don't know where it is, but the players are already running around, checking all possible places. Now she's coming right here to the bridge, but from what I can see, there's just nothing here. So she's checking a place that has nothing. And this player is coming up front, and apparently he wants to check this ramp, because it's white and kind of looks like a bridge, but not really. He's checking all the spots on this bridge, but he's not finding the item. And guys, I don't know where the secret item is, but the noob is sitting back there, and I don't know what he's doing. I'm getting closer, and I said, why aren't you looking for the secret item? And it looks like he simply gave up on everything. He said, because I already found it. Look, I doubt he found it. He said, it's the place that looks like a bridge, but isn't, so it's that giant thing. And from what I can tell, he's talking about this thing that's right here, so he should go there now. He said, but I don't know which one is the right one, and I don't know either, but this player back back here is listening to what we're saying, and apparently she's running over here to check if the secret item is here. And if the secret item is here, the noob will end up losing. So she's getting up here, but I doubt the item is here because it hasn't appeared yet, which means it's not here. Now it looks like he ran out from here because he knows where the secret item is. But I want my friend to say if the secret item is really there. And guys, it looks like not even he knows. He said, I already forgot. I just know it's a sword. Okay, the secret item is a sword he hid. Now this player is climbing up here and coming right to the top. The other players are also running here because they found out where the secret item is. But the noob is already going up, and I want to see if the item is really here. But he finally got to the top, and the sword is really here. And he grabbed it and ended up winning the challenge. He literally just won this. But the two players who are coming over here unfortunately lost, and both of them will have to leave the game. This is really sad. Now his house ended up evolving. He even came down here to basically talk to us, and he's going to have to choose the game pass he wants, and it can be any value. He said, I want the horse game pass. And guys, the horse game pass only costs 60 Robux, so he has to choose a more expensive game pass. I recommend the VIP because it's the most expensive one of all. He said, I want the VIP and the horse. Guys, for some reason he really wants the horse game pass, so I'm going to give him the VIP, which simply costs 1,000 Robux. Perfect, I gave it to him, and he just received the game pass. I'm even giving him the other one too. Perfect, he got it, and now I'm sure he's really happy because now he can get the VIP cars. Actually, he got this horse, and now he can customize the horse, and he made several modifications here. He even ran off. In Brookhaven, for those of you who don't know, there are several bugs you can do in the game. But today, I specifically want to test ways to fly in the game. I want to test all the bugs that exist to fly in Roblox. So for that, I called this friend of mine who's going to help me do it. But I don't know why he made this avatar. He said it's to protect him, and I should make one too. Okay, so I'm going to copy him and make the same avatar. Perfect. Now I look like this. But the first way to fly is the hardest of all. He's even staring at me. And he said, aren't you going to start with the easiest way? Unfortunately not. Today I want to do things differently. So I'm going to my car. But now, I have to get a specific boat, and I'm coming here to rent this boat. And guys, I don't know what happened in this neighborhood, but everything here is really weird. I'll go back there later to see what happened. But now I'm arriving at this part, and for those of you who don't know, there are several boats for sale here and for rent, and it's my friend who's selling them. So I'm sure he's going to help me by this, because I'm his friend. But now I'm getting here in front, and I'm simply going to want this red boat. It could also be this other boat, but I'll start with the red one. He said, this one costs $5. Look, I can't give all that. That's way too much money for a boat I can just get and drive for free. He said, you can't, it's locked. And I don't know if that's true, so I'm coming here to test it. But both of them are staring at me back here. But guys, all of this is part of my plan to fly in Roblox. I'm going to try to drive this boat. So I got right here, and I really can't drive it. But that's good, because I'm going to be able to fly. I'm even going back now, but the two of them are staring at me. And he said, it's impossible to steal my boat, and if you manage to do it, you can keep it. Guys, I'm definitely going to manage it, because I know how to fly and make this boat fly too. But to do that, I first need a plane. So we're coming back here, because my friend will have to fly a plane just to steal this boat. I'm even arriving here, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it, because for those of you who don't know, planes have a lot of security. My friend said, I'm going to the boat, and apparently he's going there, and he just took my car. But the car is really slow, and I don't know why it's so slow, since he can speed up. He even got right here, and now he started speeding non-stop, and he's coming here fast, really at a very high speed. Now he got right to this part, and he's literally here, watching what's going to happen. But guys, now I'm going to grab this card, because it's going to be really important, and I'm going to have to go down here, because as soon as I open this door, I'll find a plane. But actually, there's security right here, and he said, you can't take the plane. Look, of course I can, but he put this fence here. It's impossible to take this plane, because I can't go over here, since it's against the law. But guys, I jumped, and I managed to get here, and he really got scared and is trying to get up here, but he can't. So now, I'm just going to take off flying, because I want to test several ways to fly. I'm going to test the first one now. But to do that, I have to get back here, because I'm going to steal my friend's boat. I'm even arriving here, and to make this boat fly, I'll have to get inside, and that way the boat is going to start flying. It's actually really easy. You can see that now the boat is flying in a really weird way, because I can take this boat really far away. So now I'm coming up front, and I just stole his boat, and the boat is flying. But this is the first way to fly in Roblox, and I'm sure he's really mad. It even looks like he got that boat and is coming after me, but he won't be able to get here because his boat is flying. He even got here and his boat disappeared. I don't know what happened, but my friend's boat disappeared, and now I'm coming down here, and I'm sure he's not very happy. He even got here, and he said, test this with the yacht. I'm sure it'll work. Look, actually, I want to do something different. I want him to fly this plane because I'm going to stay on the boat to watch all this happen. So here on the right, I'm going to grab the biggest boat of all, which is exactly this one. He said, that's not the biggest boat. The yacht is the biggest of all. Look, I don't think that's that's true. But the yacht is coming right here, and we're going to be able to test this. Now the plane is flying, and the yacht got right here and just crashed into the boat. And it looks like the yacht is really way bigger. And now my friend is right here, watching me fly in Roblox. So I'm going to stay right here. And here on the right, I'm going to grab a chair and place it right in this spot, because I want to stay on this boat. The plane is even arriving here. At any moment, we're going to take off flying. And now it looks like it's finally going to work. But guys, the boat isn't flying. I don't know what happened, but the boat didn't fly. But he's trying to make it work. Guys, I'm going to sit on the chair, but the plane is having trouble. The plane is literally stuck. And now the plane took off flying. Guys, the first way to fly didn't work very well. Actually, it did work, but my friend couldn't repeat it. There's even a boat speeding up here, and it looks like he went back to that part. But now, my plane finally arrived and dropped it off right here. So I'm going to fly this plane, because today I want to test other ways to fly in Brookhaven. He said, wait, is that plane your friend? But I'm looking here, and that plane isn't my friend. It's actually the army, and it's coming right at me. Now I have to get out of here quickly, because it looks like the army is after me, and that's really bad. Every second that passes, it's getting closer. But I had an idea. I'm going to try talking to him. Now he's right here, and he said, who are you? Look, I don't know why he asked that, but I'm just a normal person. I said, I'm a normal person, and I don't know what he wants. He said, only military pilots fly jets. You're under arrest. But guys, I have to get out of here. So I'm running back here, and I'm going to have to go back to the city. But the jet is also coming this way, and I have to test several ways to fly in Brookhaven. But first I have to shake off this plane. So I'm coming back to the city, and I already know exactly what I'm going to do. We're basically going to jump out of this plane. He said, wait, where? Look, we're going to jump into the pool. As soon as he sees a pool, he's going to have to jump in Roblox, which is exactly this one. Now we're flying right over it, and now we jump right here, and he just landed straight into the water. But I wasn't so lucky, and I didn't land in the water. But this jet is flying overhead, and it has no idea where I am. And it looks like it's heading back, and it's finally going to leave us alone. And apparently it's returning to its base. And its base, for those of you who don't know, is exactly this one. He literally works at the military base, which is a very important base. But here at the pool, there are 3 ways to fly. I can basically jump here using an animation from the right, and I'm basically going to fly. And this is the easiest way of all. I said, get a car! So he's going to have to get a car here, because I want to fly. Now he got this car, but it just disappeared. The car literally flew away, and he's going to have to try that again. He even grabbed this car, and this is another way to fly. The person has to get a car in Roblox, and this time he got this car, which took off flying. But I'm trying to get inside the car to fly along with it, and it actually worked. I managed to fly, and that's really good. But now I'm going to test the 4th way to fly in Roblox. He said, but we didn't even test 3 ways. Look, actually we did. We tested those boats. We tested the way to fly while you're lying down here, and we also tested flying with the car. But the 4th way is also with this Roblox car. Here on the right, I'm going to get the cemetery car, because this car has a big secret, and my friend got this horse. So if he gets here with the horse, I'm basically going to fly. I'm really flying really far away, and this is the best secret of all. But now he got here again, and the car just flew away. He even got close and said, wait, what if you put a coffin in a normal car? And guys, what he said is true. That's actually a really important test that I have to do, because the reason this car flies is because there's a coffin in the back, and when my friend walks by, it ends up glitching the game. So here on the right, I'm going to grab a totally normal car, like this one. And now on the right, I'm going to grab a coffin, like this one. But I can't lie down inside the coffin. The coffins really don't work properly, so I'm going to have to grab another item on the right. Perfect! I just grabbed this bed, and now my friend is going to have to test this. He even got here just now, and it almost worked, but it didn't work properly. So I'm going to grab another item on the right, and I'm going to grab a rail bed. Now this has to work, and it's actually starting to work. And we really discovered a new way to fly in Roblox, but this time with any car. You can see that the car is flying, and this secret is really weird. He said, we were the first in the world to discover this bug with other cars. And that might be true, because everyone knew this bug with that other Roblox car. But we improved it, and now we can do it with any car. I'm even arriving here. But this friend of mine is really mad at that player, and I don't know why. He said, you said you were going to build our houses, and now you're sleeping. And guys, it looks like the player isn't building the houses he promised to build in Roblox. And that's why this neighborhood is abandoned. That's actually really strange, and I'm just watching what's going on, because I want to see what happens. He said, I'll finish the houses tomorrow, and he went back to sleep, and that's sad, but I'm coming up here, because I'm going to move this thing. Perfect, I'm moving it because we have to build these houses. I'm even moving it, but I don't even know what I'm doing. And now I'm going down here, because I want to test another way to fly. He even said, let's build the houses. And this friend of mine who just got out of the car really wants to finish the houses. But now both of them grabbed a hammer, and they really want to do this instead of testing the flying trick. They're even going going back there just to build this house. And now they're actually building it. But guys, I'm going to take the chance and test other ways to fly in Roblox. But he got up here and he said, I'll help you. Okay, he's going to help me do this, even though he should be building the houses. But here on the right, I'm going to get the biggest car of all. And this is one of the biggest cars because it's really long. Now I place this bed right in the front, and that player got the horse just to test this bug. And even I want to see if I'll fly, but apparently it doesn't work. Now he came back here again, but that doesn't work either. So I'm going to press this Roblox button, and he's going to have to try this again, because now I'm sure it's going to work. So I'm going to place this item right up here. Now he got right here, and it really didn't work. So I placed the item back here, and he came here again, and it just didn't work. This truck is really bad for doing bugs, because the bugs don't work properly. But guys, he came down here, and he said, you know you can fly with the truck, right? You just have to go in with the horse. And what he said is true, but I had forgotten about that. So here on the right, I'm going to grab a truck, and I grabbed exactly this one, and now I got this horse. But I want to test if this really works, and it looks like they're already finishing that house. That's really impressive. But now I'm removing the cargo, and I'm going to have to get right here, and I really want to see if I can fly. I'm even getting right up front, and I'm really going super fast. But now, I'm flying in Roblox, and it actually worked. I'm flying really far, and this is honestly the best bug of all. But down here, I'm going to increase the speed to 50, and now maybe it'll get even better. So I'm coming up front, and now I'm really flying, and I'm going to use this ramp to take off flying. But I accidentally just fell out of the truck, and that's really weird. But there's a problem. That plane is coming right here, and apparently it wants to see what I'm doing. So I have to get out of here quickly. I'm even getting this car, and now I have to fly. But he's watching all of this, and I have to take off flying fast. Now I'm speeding up here because I just have to escape him, and I'm really flying, and I'm going to climb this Roblox mountain. But guys, he got here in front, and apparently he wants to say something. He said, you're under arrest, freeze! And now he grabbed this item, but it looks like I'm really being arrested. So I'm going to take this chance and get out of here because I can't go to jail. He's even coming here too, but he'll never catch me because I'm way too fast. Now I'm coming back home, but there's a problem because he's also coming here on a horse. He literally got a horse too, and I have to get out of here fast. He's even getting here quicker because he's taking some weird paths, and it looks like he's trying to hit me. So I'm heading back here, and I just arrived at my Roblox house, and everything here is really well built. This is my house, so I'm coming in here to hide, and I'm going to leave the horse up here, and now I'm watching what's happening because he's getting really close. But now he doesn't know where I went in Roblox. He's arriving out front, and he has no idea where I am, and it looks like my friends are building this house. And he said, where's the guy with the purple hair? But guys, I hope they don't say anything. My friend said he was in the water. Look, I don't know why he said I'm in the water, but he helped me a lot because now the soldier is going there to check the Roblox water. But I'm simply not there. I'm actually at my house, and he didn't notice that. Now I'm coming here because I have to help them. So I grabbed the hammer, and now I'm helping them build this house. But I don't see any difference. Then suddenly the house started changing, and I don't know how that happened. This house is actually being built just because we're hitting the wall with hammers. And that's really interesting. And guys, I'm going to keep hitting with the hammer here to build this house. And now we finally finished it. This house turned out perfect, and everyone helped a lot to build it. But now I'm going to take a picture because this house belongs to my friend, and he's the one who basically did all of this. He just made a perfect house. And actually, they rebuilt the entire neighborhood, even my house. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button. Then I'll add you on Roblox.